Hello everyone and welcome back to my Bold and Beautiful 29 YouTube channel. I hope you guys are having a wonderful day. Before we start, please hit the subscribe button and give this video a thumbs up. Hope Logan could resort to underhanded tactics against Steffy Forrester. She may essay to ensure that Brooke Logan, Catherine Kelly Lang, enjoys a serene flight to Monte Carlo with Ridge Forrester. Hope prompted her mama to go on the trip. Hope proposed that Brooke should consider turning the Fashion Peak trip into a romantic flight. It could be an occasion for Brooke and Ridge to produce beautiful recollections in a stunning setting. Still, Hope honored that Steffy would also be on the trip and didn't anticipate her stepping away to allow Brooke and Ridge to have a romantic trip alone. Nonetheless, Hope was firm in her belief that Steffy shouldn't intrude with Brooke and Ridge's enjoyment. Naturally, Steffy was dissatisfied when she learned that Ridge had invited Brooke to Monte Carlo for the Brooke's bedroom relaunch. Father and daughter trip only? Steffy's desire to have Ridge all to herself on their father-son trip makes her see Brooke as an unwanted addition. Could this lead to a script where Hope interferes with Steffy's plans to fly to Monaco? Still, maybe Hope will resort to underhanded tactics to remove her from the equation, if Steffy refuses to step away. These forthcoming occurrences on July 30th and July 31st pledge some violent drama as Steffy discovers her missing passport and desperately rummages through her wallet at the field. Steffy, a seasoned globetrotter, is complete at maintaining a valid passport, which makes this situation all the more dubious in our eyes. Does Hope snatch Steffy's passport? It's strange how Steffy suddenly came so absent-minded or disorganized that she couldn't find her passport for an important work trip, and her children do'n't have access to her briefcase. Perhaps it was Hope who took Steffy's passport to ensure Brooke could go to Monte Carlo with Ridge alone, with no hindrance from Steffy. With Hope's current revengeful station towards Steffy, it wouldn't be surprising if she pulled a trick like this. It seems like Steffy will miss her flight and have to skip the trip to Monaco. If Hope is the malefactor, will Steffy realize it and defy her? According to the Bold and the Beautiful spoilers, Hope might have further tricks up her sleeve to get back at Steffy, so stay tuned for further prognostications on what could be next. Brooke bothered about leaving her son without any supervision. What will Hope Logan do? Hope Logan may be a grown woman in her 30s with 2 children of her own, but she still can do some impulsive effects. Only a mama would understand, and Brooke Logan does. She knows all too well what she has done in the history and doesn't want Hope to make the same miscalculations. With Brooke jetting off to Monte Carlo with Ridge Forrester and Steffy Forrester, she's concerned about what Hope might do without her there. The passion she seems to have with John Finnegan is dangerous, and Brooke worries that Hope will do commodity dumb while she and Steffy are down. Brooke implores Hope to concentrate on Beth and her work and forget all about Finn. She doesn't need him in her life and it'll only beget trouble. Will Hope refuse to hear or tell her mama that she has nothing to worry about? After all, it's their launch of Brooke's bedroom and Brooke should only be allowing happy studies about that. Speaking of Brooke's bedroom, Zend Forrester is complimented on the success of the line he just designed. Now that Katie Logan knows that Poppy Nozawa knew Tom and he was at the music jubilee all those times agone, she's further determined to learn the verity than ever. How did Poppy know Tom and were they in a relationship? How does Dollar Bill Spencer play into all of this? There are so numerous effects to learn, but who has the verity besides Poppy and perhaps Lee Finnegan? Katie refuses to give up and puts Poppy on notice. She also pushes effects to the limit with her hunt. Will she end up in peril and meet the same fate that Tom and Hollis did? Will Katie realize that she just placed herself in the middle of a murder riddle? Zend Forrester Dominguez will get a stroke on the reverse for his benefactions to Brooke's bedroom line, which is set to relaunch in Monte Carlo soon. Steffy Forrester will remain bothered over Ridge Forrester's decision to put Brooke Logan front and center again, but she'll just have to accept it since her pater is so adamant. Of course, Hope Logan has been pushing Steffy's buttons over Brooke, reclaiming her spot as the face of the line. There should be more pressure between Steffy and Hope on Monday's B&B occasion, which will worry Brooke. Still, Brooke's main concern will be Hope's continued preoccupation with John Finnegan. Hope will keep fixating on Finn and the fact that he's too good for a woman like Steffy, who doesn't completely appreciate him in Hope's eyes. Anyhow, whether Steffy treats Finn right or not, he's her hubby. Brooke will remind Hope of that commitment and find her jest unsettling, since she just won't stop with all the Finn talk. Since Hope will keep offering glowing reviews of Finn and will act like he deserves someone more, Brooke will try to end her son's Finn passion formally and for all. Unfortunately, Brooke's warning will presumably go in one observance and out the other, since Hope doesn't really hear to her mama these days. The further Hope obsesses over Finn, the further Brooke will fret over the terrible news this could lead to. At Bill Spencer's manse, Katie Logan will push Poppy Nozawa too far with her rearmost grilling session about Tom's star, Clint Howard. It's clear that Poppy is teetering on the edge of a major outburst, so it wouldn't take much further for her to explode. Once Katie presses harder for answers about Poppy's real connection to Tom and whether she might be tied to his murder, Poppy will inescapably fly into an indeed bigger rage. This is Poppy's house too now, so she might throw Katie right out of it. Our B&B prognostications allude that Katie and Poppy's contest will lead to further curveballs, so stay tuned for updates on how effects will blow up. The Bold and the Beautiful spoilers say Poppy will grow decreasingly concerned about Katie's Tom disquisition and all the allegations, which means further dramas brewing. The Bold and the Beautiful observers are complexed over Matthew Atkinson's status on the CBS cleaner, and for good reason. At this point, it's unclear whether that was Thomas Forrester's return this month, or if he's returning for good. That's what we know about the character's future on Bold and Beautiful, spoilers ahead. Is Thomas Forrester coming or going? Matthew Atkinson verified Thomas Forrester's exit in May 2024. After a couple of weeks, it was revealed that Atkinson was formerly back on set rephotographing new occurrences as Thomas. Just 2 months after his May exit, Thomas whisked back into city to advertise that he was marrying Paris Buckingham and rub his marriage plans in Hope Logan's face. Now that Thomas and Paris have went back to Europe, we're all authentically confused about Atkinson's status on the show. Is Thomas Forrester coming back to Bold, or is he really gone for good this time? It's not really a matter of if Thomas returns, the character isn't dead and is linked to principally every character. But, when is Thomas coming back? Thomas Forrester's marriage on Bold and the Beautiful. This month on Bold and the Beautiful, Thomas and Paris agreed to have their marriage at the Forrester mansion. And, there's no way the Penns are going to miss out on an over-the-top Forrester marriage with a redundant scoop of drama on the side. So, it's safe to assume they will be back for their marriage day, if not sooner. What if Paris really decides to take it slow and picks a marriage date coming time? Thomas' return to Los Angeles will coincide with the length of his engagement. Either his engagement will end and he'll return to invite Hope Logan back. Or his engagement will end when he and Paris say, "I do." Do you miss Matthew Atkinson on The Bold and the Beautiful? Do you suppose he'll really marry Paris Buckingham? Let us know in the commentary below.